Hello and welcome once again to the FwdCompatible podcast. This is episode 79, part 2!
Part 2.
No, part 2. For August 11th, 2013. My name's Tony, and I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters, Jason and Mark.
What's up?
Mark and Jason.
I did Mark and Jason on part 1.
Did you?
I
thought
did.
it was the other way.
I did.
He did.
I did.
Oh, shit.
I
Only
got
time
this
it
shit.
was
I got it. This, of course, is part 2. In the event you're just joining us, please do pause the video, click out, or check it out later. Talking, of course, about part 1, where we do discuss this week's news as well as answer your burning questions for the week.
The
I don't want to do it too loud. Make one of the animals bark.
fiery questions burning in your
The questions
in
that are
your
just
loins.
yeah, they're just chapping your ass. They just need answering. But this, of course, is part 2, where we cover boo-doo, ba-doo, boo-doo, Tony's topic of the week.
I played along.
This
Beep,
week,
beep, beep, beep.
we had quite a bit of Xbox Live news coming out. So, what?
Before we get too far into it, what's the cheapest type of meat?
I would probably say bologna.
Tony?
I'm assuming beef.
Deer balls.
That's just gross.
They're under $1.
Get it?
Got it.
Them's jokes.
Yeah. Bad
Those
ones.
jokes.
But whatever. Okay.
Bologna's disgusting. Moving on.
It's basically the spare parts.
I like bologna.
It's basically the
Disgusting.
spare parts.
My bologna has a first name. It's Homer. My bologna has a second name. It's Homer. Simpsons?
Yeah, I know.
No?
They stole that shit from Bad Boys, actually.
I think Simpsons kind of...
Simpsons do it.
Well, what season was this bologna fiasco?
Like 92?
Then maybe it did beat Bad Boys.
What was the Bad Boys?
Because they're sitting there, they're looking through the profile pics with the hooker
Uh-huh.
and Marcus, or what's his name, Martin Lawrence's character
Yeah.
in the movie, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna eat that?" Because he just made a bologna sandwich, and he's like, "Yeah." She's like, he's like, "You want some?" She's like, "No, I don't eat flesh." And then she's like, you know, it was the living animal, and it probably had a first name. And he's just looking at it, he's like, "My bologna had a first name?" And she grosses him out. She's like, "Saw all the spare parts and shit."
Yeah, I remember now.
And he's like, "What about the pickle? Can I eat the pickle?" She's like, "Well, it's got a lot of salt." And he starts washing in the Coke. He's like, "How about now? Can I eat the pickle now?" It's good stuff.
I remember it, yeah. I gotta go back and watch that. It's been a
Bad
while.
Boys is hysterical. There's a lot of good scenes in that movie. Topic of the week time. So I had Mark withhold this stuff from the news. There's like the 4 main pieces of news that came out about Xbox Live policy changes, changes in general, and revving up basically for, you know, a smooth transition, if you will, onto the Xbox One. So I figured we'd break them down one by one, speak our piece,
And then get the fuck out of here?
Stuff of that.
and get the fuck up out this bitch.
Yeah!
Skank.
Whores in gaming!
Without going into too much, do we have some initial thoughts?
Not essentially. No. I mean, I'll get to it more when we talk about it.
I think all this stuff's inevitable, without naming anything specific. I mean, of course, they're getting ready to... They want, like I was just saying, they want the smoothest transition possible into the Xbox One. So, of course, you're going to want to lay stuff down to make it as technically easy and technically feasible as possible. So you might as well implement the changes now and get people used to the new way that things are going to function in the future.
TV's kind of loud.
Yeah. And shit. Which
So,
one should we do?
What was the first thing that happened? We're
going to wait for Jason to get back, so we're going to kill some dead air. So start telling us about
It's pretty nice outside actually today. I don't know. We were out there Jason having a smoke, and it was pretty nice. Not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah, it's alright. It's a little warm in here, but
Alright.
when we're done, I'm going to turn on the air on low.
So, let's kick it off with the first. This is the one that I care least about, but it is still news, nonetheless.
News.
On August 27th, the family packs, which
The best way to exploit Microsoft.
by all means, explain the family packs for the listeners out there.
All
I was
right.
like, fuck, I wasn't prepared.
So the family packs were basically for $100. You can get up to 4 gold accounts for an entire year, and the exploit of it, which I can,
4 buddies could just pretend to be family.
yes, exactly. I was about to say B was part of this. Basically, the gold
It's
pack.
$25 a year for 4 buddies to
Yeah.
tag up.
Yeah, so literally, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but I don't know how many families were actually using this plan.
Well, it's see, the whole thing was controversial from the start because say you got an Xbox, you should be paying for Xbox Live for that console, but instead you're paying for Xbox Live on an individual basis. So if you have multiple siblings,
Yeah.
like when I was growing up, when my sister was very, very young, like on the NES, she's my older sister. She used to game with me. She grew out of it at a very young age, but she used to play the NES with me. Then my brother, who's the next one, he's younger after me and him gamed our entire lives. So after she left, I had him, and we always shared consoles, and there was no need. There was no online back then, but you didn't. Once you bought the console, the whole family could access that console. It was something new with Xbox Live, where just because you own the system doesn't mean everybody had access to all of its features, which it did cause some problems. I mean, you feel bad for parents that had to buy multiple Xbox Live Gold accounts just to keep both their 2 boys
Two
from
little kids
fighting.
happy.
I'd have told him, fuck it. Neither of you are getting it.
Shit's mine.
Yeah.
You could play on it when Daddy's not around.
Yeah.
I'm sure this definitely did help out some people, though, because, I mean, it was a buttload of saving. Virtual buttload. It's like $140 saving right there.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It basically became for exploiting them as opposed to using it for...
Yeah.
Like, that should have... Like I said, if you're paying for Xbox Live, that console should be unlocked. That's how I feel, as opposed to
Was it now?
a
would make
specific
sense,
gamer
yeah.
tag.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that what they were going to do pre the whole big fiasco with the Xbox One? Okay.
That's number 4.
Okay, no problem. I wasn't sure where you were going, so that's why I just okay.
Just trying to take over your section.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, Jay, you should go over here.
Oh,
after
Why don't we
this.
just name it Jason's Topic of the Week?
Banner on the bottom.
Jason's house.
It's happening?
Yep. I was gonna say Jason's topic of the week.
Here, I can read the fiscal.
Fiscal.
It's official.
It's official.
Microsoft, I'm going to paraphrase because it's like 7 paragraphs long. So I'm going to hit the keynotes, but this is from Microsoft's official statement. And then we'll break down the major pieces that are changing with the family sharing. So, Xbox Live Gold Family Pack conversion to individual memberships. As a valued Xbox Live Gold member, we'd like to thank you and your family for being part of the community. Starting August 27, 2013, we'll be converting each activated account on your Gold Family Pack to an individual Xbox Live Gold membership to prepare you for the upcoming features on Xbox Live Gold. Rest assured, each individual membership will work on both the 360 and the Xbox One. As a bonus, we're going to give each converted individual Xbox Live Gold membership from your Gold Family Pack an extra 3 months of gold.
So essentially, what they're saying is, you got 3 months to pay up, bitch.
Well, they're going to tack it
and
on,
then whatever else had you left over on the family pack. So.
and this is the last important part, I think. After your membership convert, the only Gold Family Pack features that will no longer be available are activity monitoring reports and Microsoft points allowances. Activity monitoring reports will deactivate at the time of Gold Family Pack conversion. So
I really like that system though with the Microsoft point allowance. It was a really nice feature to keep your kids from using up your points.
Explain that, but don't go into too much because that is number 2 or 3.
Okay.
The points thing.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's fine.
But on the family share,
Yeah,
I
the
had
family
no...
share. Like, basically, you could set it up where you could buy 4,000 Microsoft points, and you could allow it out to everybody in the family, give everyone 800
Oh,
points.
so if there's like a little 6-year-old that you don't want to have access to $50...
Exactly.
You can
it was
block it.
basically so, the Microsoft isn't getting calls. My kid just spent $50 of my points, So basically,
Like that kid from a couple months ago on the iPad that spent like $2,000.
$2,000, yeah.
Just kept like in 30 seconds. He just kept hitting like buy points.
Do you ever figure out what happened with that? Did they ever refund it?
Apple
or?
refunded the money.
That's very nice of them.
They're like, we got enough.
Yeah, true.
They probably just didn't want it was probably worth the $2,000 just to avoid the bad press.
Yeah.
And the fact that
$2,000 is nothing for them.
Yeah, that and they're gonna buy games over the lifetime. Why lose a customer? So, but basically that was the whole plan right there. So it was a nice feature. If that was a problem for you and your family.
Yeah, I didn't even know it did that because I do know some stuff about this family plan stuff, but I've never been an actual part of one, so I don't have any first-hand experience
just
with
read
it.
I never thought to exploit it that way. To be honest, like to partner up with like 3 other buddies and.
If I
We
would have
could've been
known,
saving
we
so
could have
much money.
saved a ton. We have 3 right now.
Fuck.
We throw in Angry Andy for $25 a
Or
year.
him or whoever.
Yeah.
You know?
The only problem with us is that we had you don't do Expert Zone. Expert Zone I've been paying $25 for gold anyway. But I would have totally jumped in with you guys.
Oh,
Anyway.
Mark, I pay $25 regardless.
Won't be able to after 3 months.
I pay $40 a year because I wait, and the same thing happens every year at the day of Thanksgiving or day after Thanksgiving sale, rather. Xbox Live goes on sale. Either they do a 1 year for $40, or they do 3 months for $10 a piece. So you just buy a year's worth then.
Yeah.
And it happens every year like fucking clockwork.
Yep.
That's the time you buy Xbox Live. And mine always runs up in November or December because of that.
Last year, Target had the 3 months for $7 a piece.
That's what I'm saying. I do the same thing every year. So,
Yeah.
Maybe PlayStation Plus. Have they done a PlayStation Plus before?
it's never been on sale.
I don't think it has either.
Never.
I don't remember any.
They do promotions to give away a month or 3 months.
Yeah, I've seen those.
But if you're a member of PlayStation Plus, you know how truly worth it that is. I think it's just to whet your appetite to see what you're missing,
Wet
and
your
then
whistle.
they hope to draw you in because 3 months of PlayStation Plus is seriously worth it. Worthless.
Yeah.
They're just gonna remove all those games they gave you for.
But at
3
least they don't
months.
screw you over like Microsoft, where it was $25 for 3 months and $60 for a year. The 17 ends up being about the same, a little
But
bit more.
Microsoft lets you keep your games.
No, it's way more.
This is true. Yeah, you're up by. But
It's about
Instead of-
it's about $70 if you buy it 3 months at a
instead
time.
of $100, it'll be
About $70.
70. So I mean, you're costing an extra 30. But whatever.
Fucking A.
I always suggest it to people anyway.
Yeah. Fucking sluts. There's also something called No More Family Pack exclusives, but I don't know what that is, so I wanted to ask you guys.
I know they were giving out like exclusive games for being member, and I don't think really anyone ever ran articles saying this month's family game was. I don't remember like ever seeing those. But the point was they'd give away a Lego game, a new Kinect game, or something.
I think there was some discounts on some kid movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or TV shows if you had a family pack, I think. But I couldn't name one for you.
Yeah, I'm not sure even if that was all the time. It might have been special weeks or something.
Yeah. Sorry if we're uneducated about this family stuff. None of us have ever been part of it.
And literally, it's like no one, like I was just saying, no one really ran articles saying this month's family.
Well, there very
free
well may
game
be
or
a
whatever.
user right now watching us just yelling at his screen.
And if there is, educate us.
Yeah,
in the
tell
comments.
us.
Part 2. Tell us.
Explain to us
yeah.
because we don't know about this part, so whatevs. Number 2.
Part two.
Part two. Microsoft points. I think this is also happening August 27th, right? That's the
Yes.
major day change. Your Xbox.
I couldn't tell you.
Your Xbox points from that day forward, or any ones that you currently have left over, will all convert to real money. They're finally 100% dropping the Microsoft points system. So no longer 80 points equal $1. It's just a dollar.
Mine's been that for a month now.
Real money?
Yeah. I told you I got beta.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And the other cool part is
So wait, they're launching a new dashboard in August?
no. I don't have a new dashboard, but I have the points conversion. I was a beta tester.
Oh, that's the only beta? I thought you got access to the new... Okay.
No.
Did you get a special avatar item?
No.
So basically nothing... You got in a beta for virtually nothing. Just
To convert my shit early. To test it out for them to see how it works.
Did they offer you a present for the beta?
The cool thing with it is along with Microsoft points going away, because I have... I'm kind of protective over putting my credit card on Xbox, and same thing with PlayStation. I use my PayPal because it's a little bit more secure. But during my birthday week, I went on an Injustice buying spree.
Yeah.
And instead of like having to buy $20 worth of points, I bought each individual thing, and it deducted it itself. So like, there's not going to be any more leftover random points that you would have like you did before. So if it was
You actually go to 0 finally.
yeah, so if it was $2 for a costume set for Injustice, I paid $2 for it, not 400 fucking point, whatever the conversion scale was.
But if you have like a weird, like like some people actually have like a non-zero ending. Like mine, I have a really weird
60
one.
like 65 Microsoft points.
Something like that, yeah. So like
It converts into dollars.
Okay, well, no,
Yeah,
what I was going to
makes
ask
sense.
is like, basically your Steam wallet will use up all of that credit before. Does it do something like that, or is it?
Yeah, it'll
okay.
use your pre-existing
nice,
credit.
'cause-
Because I had like 80 points, and it
Yeah.
used that, and then took out the difference.
Okay.
Through your PayPal. Okay,
Okay.
that's very, very nice.
We heard his version. I'd actually like to explain mine and hear yours. And this will be another good thing for the comments, I think, as well. What do you guys do? Because I also do not put my credit card on Steam, PlayStation, or Xbox. I like to pull double duty because instead of just putting $20 onto PlayStation, I prefer to... This is one of the things I actually really like GameStop for. They have those cards that you can pay for in the store and enter the code, and the money is in your wallet, which is great. And you could buy those cards anywhere, but I choose to buy them at GameStop because I'm a Power Ups member, and that way it's the only one that's going to pay me to put money into the GameStop or the magical wallets, the digital wallets in Xbox and PlayStation and Steam. It's not much, but they're the only ones that give you any sort of kickback. They take that as a $20 in-store purchase, so you get points just like you would have bought any $20 item. Even though they're not making anything on that. They basically...
Make it $0.
It's a full fucking loss for GameStop, but I'm there all the
Except
time
I'm-
for
I'm
work
a
anyway, so when my wallets are short, I always buy cards for Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation.
We were talking about it because literally GameStop makes not a penny on any of those card sales. The only thing I would have to say is they probably make money off of just having them in store. Like they worked out a deal with Microsoft.
Yeah, but most definitely. I was there when that first got implemented.
Yeah.
I think they're add-ons, too. I mean, you walk into the store for a $20 point card, and then you're like, oh shit, Bioshock Infinite just came out last month. It's on sale for $40.
True. It's getting you in store.
Let me grab that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting you in store.
The cool thing is those the cards themselves aren't going to go away. That would be stupid of them to throw those away. They just won't have this weird conversion rate of Microsoft points before. It'll be like Sony, when you buy the card, it's a $20 card.
And you got
gonna,
$20 in it.
You're going to buy a $20 Microsoft card.
I heard Microsoft is... I don't know if this is true yet. This could still be in the rumor mill. I heard they're working on IR recognition, where your Kinect, you can actually hold up your card, the barcode, from the points card you just bought, and it auto-zaps it, so you don't have to enter that 25-digit code
Points
anymore.
cards, DLC incentives, everything like that. It will do it.
Damn it, they're using it for something useful.
Yes.
Oh my god, they figured something out.
I think that's one reason right there. You should not make it a permanent taped-up solution, almost.
I don't even know if it's going to function. I have a bad feeling if I do tape up the Kinect, it's going to read an error code, and it's going to be like, sorry, something's obstructing...
It's too dark.
Something's obstructing the view of the Kinect. Please fix, and it won't let me do anything if it really is taped up.
Potentially.
I think that's a possibility.
Damn, you have to cancel that pre-order on that roll of electrical tape now, huh?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if that's true. I'm just assuming
I know, but
an error message will pop up and be like, the Kinect is obstructed. Please clear the... If I really was to take over the camera. So...
It'd be interesting. Just put your hand over it for like 15
What do you
seconds.
do? Do you have your credit card all strewn about on the internet?
All right, so I never put mine into PlayStation because it wasn't like I had a PlayStation before all of the problems and everything like that. I never put it in because I bought a $20 card when I like originally picked up the console, so I just didn't need it. Xbox, I did have a credit card in there. I have canceled it. It's not even an active card anymore. So
mine too. Because I think
it won't
Xbox
let
Live.
you remove that one old card.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to say. Like it's
No,
still
you
there.
can't. You have to go on the website.
I went on the website. It said that I had to have something on file, even though my PayPal was active.
Oh, well, yeah, they'll need something on file, but
Yeah.
once you have another credit
That's
card.
why I left the old one on there.
That's what I do with
deleted-
mine. Mine's an old credit card that's not active anymore.
I used to have like 3 on there at one point because one I had to get a new card, and one of them's expired, and there was my new ones. I deleted all the other ones, and I have like one inactive one with it. So if they steal it, good luck. It's gonna come
Well,
off.
they'll auto
expired.
renew your gold.
It's already off. I already checked that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Steam, I actually do have my card on there for. I'm almost okay with that one for some reason. That's my only spot that I'd say my credit card is there. And I have it on Grubhub because I'm lazy.
Mine's on the Domino's app.
I didn't
There you
save
go.
mine on the Domino's app. I was like, I don't trust you, Domino's. I mean, I can see what you're doing, but I don't trust you.
That is a really cool app, though. If you don't have it, grab that. Order, even if you don't like Domino's, do it once.
Yeah,
It's cool
Sandwiches are pretty good.
because the app lets you know where you are in the process.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazingly fast. They're like en route to delivery in 15 minutes, and it shows you like we received the order 1 minute, prep time, fucking
you ever done the
baking.
website?
We're on our way.
Have you ever done the
You
website?
can see the
yeah, I was gonna say the website's been
watch
doing
it
that
cook it.
for like 9 years probably.
That's a little creepy. Like watching someone make your pizza. Like that little bar that fills in's enough.
And
That's,
then there's like encouragement slogans that you can click on. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, you can like cheer them on while they're making your food.
That's funny.
Yeah, throw some more pepperoni on there.
Somebody's vibrating.
Not I.
So let's wrap this points thing up. How's everybody feel about it?
I think it's necessary, especially for the reason Jason brought up. Almost everyone had that one weird purchase they made, and
I got 10
and
points I can't get rid of.
Exactly. This is the way
I
to
bought
not
something
get screwed
weird
over.
for like 290 points.
And I remember when I did it, it was like the first year I had the console because that's when everything wasn't like standardized.
Yeah,
And
everything wasn't $2 or $3 or
Yeah.
$1 like it is now, or
Yeah.
10 or 15. It's hard
I
to
think
get
I
rid of.
bought like a background, like a dynamic theme or something, and I was fucked from then.
It was the
There's no way
wild,
to
wild
fix it.
west back then. Yeah, and I always have this 10 or 20
I would have
points
rather
that's just-
lost the whatever.
Just
points
get
I
it
needed.
off
Just
my
get it,
account.
just take it. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, round up some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care. I know why they implemented it in the first place. It's the same reason when you go to a store and stuff costs $19.99 instead of $20. It's a perception thing. It's how the human mind works.
Tony's phone.
When you see $19.99, even though it's 1 penny short of 20, your brain says it's 19, not 20. So
I don't
is it
do
a
that.
text?
I'm smarter than that.
It's like your subconscious, and it works on enough people
Oh,
where
yeah.
even cars, they're $19,999, not $20,000. It's just something in your subconscious.
Yeah, you like subtract $100 for some freaking reason, or 99 cents, and it's stupid because
it works.
you're paying.
And then
I think that's why little kids are the worst at it because they don't get the concept of tax yet, and then they wonder why it's like $2 or $3 over what that says.
Mm-hmm. And then the same thing happens with Microsoft points. It brings you in this zone where it's not real money; it's points. You're not looking at it as a $20 purchase. You're looking at it as a 1,600 Microsoft points transaction. So it just does something to your subconscious. That's why they initially did it, but nobody else is doing it, and they all seem to be fine. Steam, PlayStation, and Nintendo all run off real currency, and
Yeah.
they're doing fine. So Microsoft's just axing it. I don't care one way or the other. I've grown to know exactly what every point total means, so it's $80 a dollar, or
Yeah.
80 points a dollar. So it's not hard to convert, but it is a lot easier to just see something say $20.
And like I said, it's been nice to get that exact amount coming out.
Yeah. So, Xbox Live is necessary to utilize the recording features that are coming up on the Xbox One. This is something else that came up with Xbox Live this week.
I think that's stupid. Can we go more into depth of that?
I apologize. Can you repeat? I was
Xbox Live Gold is required to utilize the recording features built into the Xbox One.
Do you want me to go into that a little bit?
Yeah,
Always.
if you can.
That's a little bit. It's a terrible way to make them, out to be the good guys when placed. Should I go into that?
We'll get to that.
All right. So anyway, I mean, basically, they're losing a point on this subject for something we'll discuss later, and it's like a function of the console. It's recording shouldn't take up any bandwidth or anything on Microsoft's end whatsoever. Now, if the record function was free and the upload was paid, you had to be gold, that I would understand. The way they're doing it with this is not okay.
Well,
but they won't change it.
I think it's bad press as well. But Microsoft is notorious for this. I mean, you can't even access Netflix through the Xbox without an Xbox Live Gold account. Virtually, or if you look at it, you have to pay 3 times to access Netflix on your Xbox account. You have to pay your internet subscriber, or internet service provider, I mean. You have to pay for the Netflix subscription, obviously, and you have to pay for Xbox Live Gold. And unfortunately, this told me, or made me talk a lot of people who are indecisive in between if they should pick up a PS3 or an Xbox Live or Xbox 360 at my store. It helped me talk a lot of people into the PlayStation because they didn't want most of the features. I mean, they were honest. They're like, we're going to play an occasional game like Madden or Call of Duty or whatever, and we're going to stream some Netflix. And I had explained to them that Microsoft is going to charge you just to utilize your Netflix. It's a backstep, but Microsoft does this with virtually everything. The silver account is basically good for updates. It hooks you up to the servers so you get free updates. That's it. You want to do anything on the Xbox 360 besides play a game offline or get updates, you need Xbox Live Gold. So it's right up within their wheelhouse. I don't think it should surprise anybody. If you want to utilize that feature, it's another way to convince you to buy Xbox Live Gold. That being said, I still think it's a bad idea. But even that being said, without paying for Xbox Live Gold, you can't play multiplayer anyway. So what are you really going to be recording? Single player
Disney Connect
campaigns?
Adventures,
and then uploading those? I don't know. What do you think, sir?
I mean, I understand why they do it. Realistically, since theoretically you would need an internet connection to upload that content to Ustream or Twitch or whatever they're doing. So it would make sense that you have to have gold to do it. To use just about anything on Xbox Live via the internet, other than being like, "Hi guys, what are you playing?" "Oh, well, I'm just sitting here playing Call of Duty campaign because I can't play gold, online with you." So yeah, I get it. If I can interject really quick, okay? We got a text from our buddy Mosses, who is running the Zelda Dungeon Marathon right now, charity for Child's Play. They are in the finale now, which I believe they are doing A Link to the Past. They have raised over $6,000 for charity so far.
Nice.
I'm in the text from him too.
I'm in the chat with a couple of our loyal listeners, like Andrew Dillon. He told me to tell everybody he says hi.
Hello.
See? Isn't that weird? You're seeing yourself say something.
Look at it, it's right
From
there. It's from the future in the past.
It's wrapping up right now?
They're in the finale, the last game.
What did he want us to check out?
Just to go on there and say bye and shit like that.
Okay.
I can't hear. Maybe they're shouting us out. I don't really know. Considering he messaged all 3 of us, I'm going to assume that since we were donating, he probably went back and threw something out there. But back to the story at hand. Like I said, I understand why they would implement such a rule. And I think considering that they went back on some of their previous stances with online, it's understandable. They got,
Now here's the kicker. The funniest man in the video game industry, Shuhei Yoshida,
bless you.
mere hours after this happened. Keep in mind, this is the guy who, when Xbox revealed their used game sharing policies, this is the guy that made the Sony video that was like, here's how you share a PlayStation 4 game.
Yeah.
The same dude. So he comes out mere hours after this comes out, and he, of course, says that don't worry, you don't have to be a PlayStation Plus member to utilize their recording features. So what do we think about them shits?
Point. Game.
Tell everybody I says hi.
That's what I'm doing right now.
This set goes to PlayStation. If we're talking tennis terms.
Game, set, match.
No, I said set. Match isn't over yet.
Hasn't even begun.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But I believe the second set is to PlayStation.
They've got 6
Man, potentially.
screens running A Link to the Past. It's fucking it's kind of crazy.
Did we ever find out if Tony Chow won?
You know what? I don't know. Text them really quick since I'm kind of monitoring this. Be like, hey, did Tony Chow win?
The name?
Yeah.
We did miss that because that would have started this morning, wouldn't have.
No, they did.
Which game were they doing it for?
I don't
you
even
guys
fucking
didn't really
remember.
say in the chat, so I don't remember. I know I was on the chat there for probably about a half hour.
I was back and forth throughout the entire week, especially last night when I was bored at work.
Yeah, if I was home for more than what I was, I would have watched more. But,
Understandable. Yeah, I guess.
I worked every single day the actual event started.
I
so
tried to jump on
today.
at least once a day and at least donate $1 and plug us.
Yeah.
But either way, since we are taking a break to bring it up, we do want to say congratulations to you guys. Kick-ass job. They topped last year's goal.
Oh, nice.
What
did they end up with last year? Do you remember?
5,500. Some don't
Nice.
quote me, but it was
That's
somewhere
awesome,
around there. And they're over
Over
6,000 now.
Awesome.
I'm trying to get back into their stream, but they've been maybe because everybody's on watching it because it's the finale. It's being a little buggy with me, and I am trying to do Twitch off of my mobile device, which isn't the greatest for trying to do something.
I'll text him, but if he's playing, which I'm sure
they're
he
getting
is,
ready to start. So I mean,
okay.
He replied to me when I asked him where he
We
wanted.
should totally jump on that when we get home.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty funny, but I could see Microsoft's perspective on this. It's a bad move, but I get why they're doing it.
I mean, they've been doing it for everything anyway. That's why I'm not surprised that it was a paid-for feature. I mean, basically, I believe you should almost have a mandatory subscription fee at this point. I think Microsoft's been trying to work their way up to that anyway, but they're just not there yet.
Yeah. It doesn't really affect me. I'm going to be a PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold member for the foreseeable
I would be too
future.
if I had a Xbox One.
So, whatever. And the last one I have, I guess, and then we can kind of wrap the show up, especially now because I kind of want to get to seeing what the hell's going on. I want to see
I do too.
what all the messaging was about and stuff. So let's wrap this up. I know it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but sorry. The last thing I have is they are reinstating the game and gold sharing on Xbox One, which was one of the features that got cut when all this stuff was coming out about them changing all their policies. Remember they had that 10 person friend.
The circle,
The
like
family
the friend circle.
circle,
It's
whatever you
back?
call it. Yeah.
It sounds like it's back.
Okay.
I still need more details on this because I don't get it. Like, it sounds like you're transferring user abilities to your buddies because if it truly is that I don't even have 10. It would be you two or three other guys. Can we really just buy every 5th game and just share?
What my assumption from day one was that it was going to work something kind of like Kindle Bookshare works, where I can loan you my book for however long.
And you can yank it back whenever you need it. And I'm also assuming that means two.
I'm the final boss. Yoink.
Yeah, and I also assume that means that 2 people can never be on the game at once, so you wouldn't even be able to utilize multiplayer. It
Yeah.
would work really well for a single-player only game like a Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
That we could all just pass down the line then.
What do you mean? I want to play Tomb Raider multi. No one said no one ever.
Yeah. Or Batman. Batman multiplayer. Said no one ever.
Hey, fuck you. I actually think that looks cool.
No, you don't, because
Yes,
it's going
I
to
do.
be awful.
3-on-3 versus 2?
Awful.
Awesome. Awesome.
Awful.
I'm going to make him Robin.
Awful.
You're going to be my bat bitch.
It's going to be terrible.
It looks like Mercs
You don't
versus
need
agents.
multiplayer in
Yeah.
everything. You don't. Stop it.
Anyways,
Spies, but
Bad. Bad industry. Shame. For shame.
oh, what are we doing?
Any other thoughts on this? I'm sorry. We're all like,
It's hot. I'm having heat stroke. It's not
let's
that
check
bad.
out this Zelda.
It's not that bad
marathon.
at all. But
So let's watch the finale. Is everything? Fuck it. Final thoughts. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
let's see. I think Xbox. I mean, the gold recording thing. You probably should have seen it coming. The sharing thing coming back is a good thing.
It's a very good thing.
That was a feature that I was sad that got cut because of it, so I'm glad to see it return. The Microsoft points going out the window, also a good thing. And what was the other thing I missed?
The
Probably
family thing.
there's
thing.
one
Family
other thing that we
thing.
missed.
what?
There's going to be some about Tony?
There's something about me?
Yeah,
Something
I
about
saw
me?
your name come across there.
Now they're looking at live chat. I mean, if we're on Twitch,
Oh my god,
this
what's
would make
going on?
sense.
Anyways, there something with Games for Windows Live working with Xbox One. Also, it was a little blurb. I didn't really read.
Oh,
into
was it where you could actually do it at the same time?
It might have been.
So I could have Netflix on and still play a game on my computer? Finally?
That might have been it.
That could have been it.
That might have been it.
That was a huge problem. I mean, I guess it was kind of an oversight or something in that regard. But if that's a thing, cool. I'm not getting X1 for a few years, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Jason, final thoughts?
I don't really see. It kind of sucks now that I know about the family thing that I can't take advantage of that. That would have been nice. But I mean, as far as having to have gold for the streaming or for the recording and everything like that, since since they are giving you editing tools and everything to use that with, I kind of understand. And if they are bringing back the friend share thing, that's cool.
That's going to be really cool because there's tons of games. I mean, I'm obviously going multi-platform and even PlayStation exclusive, but I'm just shouting out examples.
Yeah.
This year alone, the 3 contenders for Game of the Year, in my opinion, were all mainly a single-player game. We
Well,
could have bought one each in Last of Us, BioShock, and fucking Tomb Raider, and got all 3 amazing
Well,
experiences.
like I was
this year.
thinking about picking up GTA because I kind of want to play it, and I figured when I was done with it, I'll just hand it off to you, let you play it, and then you don't have an Xbox.
I'm just picking up Grand Theft Auto. It's one of those things I need day one for some reason.
But I mean, but it would be a lot easier if I didn't, like.
You can only pick up every 3rd game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We'd save so much money.
When there's multiplayer games like Battlefield,
Basically,
we
what
all
you're
got
saying is you'd
Halo.
never have to buy another Batman game.
True.
It's true. And what I'm saying is, you'd never have to buy. Well, Uncharted wouldn't work because it's Sony.
Did we ever come up with a challenge for somebody to play, by the way?
Oh no! What we were doing, but I don't know if we got to wait for Brian now.
Okay.
So we might have to hold off till next week. We were spitballing ideas because that challenge was a lot of fun. The Tony's Uncharted challenge.
Fucking lost.
But but we wanted to make it official and do it on the air instead of through our little personal chat. So we'll wait for Brian to rejoin the show and we'll come up with a new one because I'd like to get at least one of you involved, if not both of you on this one.
Okay.
And then you two call each other out or something and get kind of the ball rolling in other
I
directions.
wonder if there's any way we could do this, all 4 of us. Maybe we'll have to brainstorm some ideas if that's a possibility.
One guy would have to call somebody out for something that all 3 of the other people have yet to play.
Okay.
And it has to be a good enough game that you're not just having somebody play through shit.
And we all have.
Terminator Salvation.
We all have currently. I don't know about Brian, but I know the 3 of us sitting here have capture cards, and we do have a Twitch account. We could stream some of us playing it.
Indeed, this could be interesting.
Oh, here's another thing I want to say on the air to get held up to, because this way's great, because then the fans can be like, hey, what about that? Remember you said that?
Yeah.
You guys can ass check me on this, so fucking...
Let's check the hell out of it.
Yeah. Be like, what the fuck? You said you were going to do this, so now I'm going to come out on the air and say that I want to do this. This winter, when work slows down, I want to start something... I have 2 ideas in mind. One I don't want to announce in the air because I want to be secret, quiet.
It's dirty.
The other one I want to start doing is retro game streams. They're going to be more from the 8 and 16-bit eras because I want to be able to beat the game in an hour to keep it watchable. The problem with modern games, sure, we could stream them, but you guys know as well as we do, they turn into 8, 12, 14-hour streams. It's just, you're going to lose interest. So...
Tony Chow!
Tony Chow! So basically... I want to do like games that you can beat in 45, 50, 60 minutes. And I want to put together a ton of them this winter. But I'm going to release them slowly. So when I go back to landscaping,
Nice and slowly.
there'll still be a steady stream of content coming out. I'm going to maybe make 2 or 3 of these a week. But you only get like 1 every 2 weeks. So they'll bring me into next winter. So this is something I really, really want to do this winter.
Sounds good.
The other one, I'm going to keep it quiet, and
Especially
we're
since,
going to talk about that off air.
Especially since, that's not a bad idea, and I can take advantage of that too, since my capture card's kind of a low-end one, so I'm not going to be able to
I'm going to
stream.
actually want to utilize one of those,
Yeah.
not the one I have on my computer.
Yeah.
That's
I don't actually have a capture card. I have recording software, though,
Yeah.
of my computer. But I thought about capture card at some point.
Yeah, but you can stream it through, can't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you'd be fine.
Yeah. We have to find a way to have it
Maybe-
all on one Twitch stream.
Maybe that's another purchase that we need to look into, a high-end capture card. Well, I don't know, because, systems are going to be able to do it. Maybe not. We'll see.
I mean, I can stream in 1080p, so...
Well, fuck yourself.
No,
I
it
can
doesn't
just,
matter.
I can
YouTube's
just take your camera and point it at the fucking screen.
YouTube's going to
4!
YouTube's just going to knock it back down to 720, right? They
No,
don't stream
it does 1080p.
Just say, mate.
Really?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference.
The only reason that we're doing 720 on our videos currently is
It's
because
good enough. Not enough's going on.
1080 takes like 8 hours to compress.
And there's 3 people sitting at a table. High def is high def. When
You can't
it's
see
just,
this!
Look at, I
Ah,
got
they
a
can't.
pimple!
It's like he's 12 still.
Yeah. Bad complexion.
I don't even know if I did my final thoughts, but I don't really...
Gabe, imagine Tony just playing Uncharted, the whole series, with his hands up in the air. Haha, that would be the best challenge ever.
Yeah. I can't touch it.
So, we know...
So I gotta play with my toes?
Well,
I guess
I
we'll
was thinking your
find out.
penis again.
So...
Tony Chow.
Yep. Okay, so I guess we're about ready here. Again, congratulations to our buddies over at Zelda Dungeon. We're up to $6,150 earned for Child's Play. 100% of the proceeds go to charity.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, guys. And I'm sure that number will just jump from there. So, congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Anything else?
We'll see you bitches next year.
I have a project that I'm planning on hopefully starting this upcoming week. We'll see.
You don't want to put it on the air to have people hold you up to it? Come
It'll
on.
be on YouTube.
Come on!
I gotta create everything.
What is it?
Potentially, I need a name for it still, but basically kind of like a daily news thing, but I probably only do it once a week because I work full time. But literally, it'd be kind of like a video, probably like 5-10 minutes every day or two. And I mean, like I said, it probably end up being once a week, but wrapping up news on there and probably playing some the video, like have like a video of it playing in the background or something like that, like finding some like stock footage or something like that.
Okay. Wait a minute, hold on. I got a name here. Do you have a name? Because
No, I have a totally different thing I want to
really
say.
quick, since we call your news section officially every week is called Dirty Sexy News, right?
Yeah.
Daily Sexy News.
Daily sexy news.
Daily Sexy News.
Daily sexy gaming news. I would have to probably make it for YouTube's purpose.
I could send you the little audio file too.
Should we talk about the other one I wanted to do on air?
If you want, let's go for it. I mean,
Because
shit.
it is a shorter cast, so I suppose we could spoil
Put
it.
it out there.
Okay. I didn't want to say anything on the air yet because I don't have all the details worked out. This is just an idea that's going in my head. And what brought it up was the presidential segment from last week. I think that's really, really cool. And I know we got a lot of great great feedback from the episode, the Tony's Topic of the Week we did a few weeks back, where we talked more on a personal level. And this is something I wanted to do very similar. I wanted to set one day aside and record all day and then release them slowly. And what they would be are these 10 to 15 minute episodes. And I don't know what we're going to call them yet, but we could tackle things that... What?
He said, this is from Andrew Dillon. Said, Jason, you said you guys are doing the podcast right now. Tell Tony to do that challenge that Gabe and I made where you play Uncharted without using your hands. I think that's the details on it. I'm trying to scroll up to find it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people in this thing, so it's going crazy.
Yeah.
But go ahead, I'm listening.
Obviously, it's a video game podcast first and foremost, and I don't want to get into that stuff too often on this show. But I also fear there's a lot of conversations that don't quite merit a blacklist.
Okay.
For an hour and a half, or however long those go. I think there's these cool things that maybe you guys would want to hear from us about, or maybe that you want to ask us about.
Do you have any examples?
The presidential one was perfect. These little 10 or 15 minute questions that, or maybe like, why this movie's better than this, or why something that everybody really, really liked. Like, I can go into one about Forrest Gump, why I don't think it's that good of a movie.
Shut up.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. See, a lot of people would disagree with me. I'm probably the minority. I had that cereal conversation that I could have went more in depth with the milk for cereal.
I did start telling people your reasoning behind it, and people were a little bit more accepting of your kinds.
Okay. I think I'm the only one. I don't think there's a kind. We don't have like a cult going on or anything. I think it's just
I've
me.
seen the meetings.
But see, when you explain it, you start like bringing people over to your side of the rationale. And I just think it'd be cool to throw in these little 10 or 15, like, I don't know, maybe like conversations with FwdCompatible, or conversations with Compatible. No, or
do you remember the original? And I know we're gonna get a little insight here. Do you remember the original concept for the blacklist when we sat down and recorded it, which nobody will ever hear?
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what it was. It was like you just bring up something and we talk about it for 15 minutes. Bring up something else, talk about it. And we were going to break those up into smaller little chunks.
Well, my plan, because I actually had a different scenario in my head for this is exactly what I wanted to do. But I don't want to spoil that now because somebody moved away.
Okay.
And they may move back and then we could do it again.
Yeah!
Okay. So I had a different idea for this completely. And then since he moved away, I think we can restructure it for us. I just think it'd be cool to talk about stuff that anything, bowling or pool or anything
the
that's.
Bears did last week.
And the way I want to construct this is when I'm getting ready to start this, is basically flash it out to all you guys and on the Facebook page and everything, and work up a series of 15 questions, and we'll call that season 1.
Okay.
And we'd record them all in a day or two, and then release them once a month for...
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then we'd re-ask the questions a year later. So you may not have your topic addressed for 8 or 9 or 10 months, but then we'll re-ask for season 2's questions, and we'll just trickle them out one at a time.
It almost sounds like Fireside Chat is expanding into its own little thing. Non-video game related. That's what it sounds like.
It's kind of cool idea, no?
Yeah,
and it'd be more content for us to release. And it also doesn't.
What that really means is more shit for me to do.
And it doesn't. It also doesn't require as much. I don't know, like dedication. Like, you don't have to sit there. Like, we appreciate you guys listening to both episodes every week, but you gotta apply a fucking hour here and an hour there. It's a lot easier to tune in for 10 minutes at a time and then go about your day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
No, I definitely like it. Definitely something we'll flesh out and expand upon. And definitely give us your feedback, guys. A couple of you have jumped in with impoverished geek questions and just generally some solid feedback on different things with the show and everything. And we appreciate all of it. And we'll actually take your ideas if we all agree on it and make it into something.
Yeah. Or any segments you guys want us to start up. We're not scared to change the show if there's something you guys want to see get done.
He's scared.
He's gay. I'm drinking. And then Mark starts trying to kiss me. Gay chicken. All right. Anything else anybody wants to talk
No,
about?
I think we're ready.
All right. This has been episode 79, part 2. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch us next week, same time, same place.
David Letterman!
First ever David Letterman on part 2.
Not as good as I
Part 2?
Yeah.